Good morning, it's James. So good to see you today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. I'm deeply grateful to have the honor and the blessing of laying eyes on you. And I do hope and pray. I pray for you that this message finds you and all the people that you love peaceful, thriving, and very, very well. So today's message is going to begin sober, sad, and hard. But I hope I do a good job and bring it to a place that we leave our time together today under the influence of hope, visionary encouragement, and a level of commitment to do something very, very well with a life that we have right here and right now. I was reading a study about 170,000 people who were getting ready to die, and they were asked a simple question: are you pleased with how you lived your life? The vast majority, over 80%, said they had wished they had done a lot of things better, and many were disappointed in themselves for the way that they had led their life just before they were getting ready to leave. And you read a study like that and you say, oh my goodness, number one, it's so hard to read something like that. And then number two, what would they have done differently? And that's where the good news comes in. Many people openly spoke about the fact that they spent so much of their life thinking about where they needed to be, whether it was in a social strata, whether it was a certain amount of money, a certain level of power, accomplishment, a lot of things that were built around society's ideas of success. And many people realized that a lot of things that they had chased, and many people were very successful, but a lot of them said, I wished I had done a lot of things differently. I wish I had done things in a way that I actually was answering what my heart was wanting. My heart didn't want more stuff. My heart wanted more connection. My soul yearned for a sense of belonging, not fitting in. These are some of the things that the people shared. And I think one of the things that came up for me as I was reading the study is like, what would you do each and every day if you knew at the end of the day it was going to be eulogized by people who knew you well? And what did they see you do all day long? When you had conversations with your partner, with your wife, with your husband, with your kids, with your best friend, were you all in? Were you present? At the end of the day, did you find yourself feeling like, oh my gosh, I was so caught up in things that didn't matter, and I was in future fear, I was in past regret, but I wasn't here. I want you to think about what it would be like at the end of this day. And I don't want this to be a morbid exercise. I want this to be an inspiring one. How would you love to look back at your day today as if it was your last day? And how would you feel proud? How would you feel satisfied? How would you feel fulfilled if you were to look back at this day and say, oh my God, that was well done. The people I love, they knew I love them. When I was working through my day and hearing conversations with myself, they were one of me championing my self-love, my self-acceptance, my self-compassion. I was believing in myself and continually putting that energy into my mind and into my heart. I gave myself permission to identify my purposes. And my purpose were to go out in the world and do good things, make people feel, if I didn't even know them, to leave them better than when I found them. I was pursuing this idea of purpose as a way of showing up over and over and over again. I would love for all of us to consider what that life might look like at the end of today. And what type of choices would you make? How would they be potentially different than if you didn't hear this message today and you didn't think about those people who were getting ready to leave the planet and were leaving it broken, wishing they had done a whole lot of things different? I know over and over again, I'm thinking about the things I would love to do better, things I look back at that I would have done differently. But I love the fact that I have this time right here, and I'm this time with you. And I want to hold us both. I'm holding myself, I'm holding you to a high level of accountability, a high level of awareness, a high level of radical self-acceptance and self-compassion to say, does this path I'm on right now, does it have heart? Is this a path with heart? And if it is, I have a good feeling that we will end this day under the influence of love, under the influence of peace, and under the influence of hopefulness that will continue to do what felt so good today and what we eulogize tonight to begin tomorrow under the influence of grace and a sense of gratitude and a desire to do even better tomorrow. That's all I got today. I'm deeply in my thoughts, but I hope more than anything, you and I connected on this today and we're feeling good about what's in front of us. Much love, every blessing. Bye for now.